welcome to another video. This time we finally have proper audio, and that is actually because I'll be starting another video series very shortly, but I'll wait a little bit and talk about that after the end. But this is another gum review, as many of you have been requesting. It is the OG, the original. Juicy Fruit even calls themselves the original. Not sure if that was focus. Yep, they call themselves the OG. They are the original. It is Wrigley's, who actually, by the way, does own 5 gum. So even the rest of the reviews, I'm mostly only focused on Wrigley gum, but it's not because I'm sponsored by them, even though that would be awesome. But you know how this is done. This, I don't believe, is the way it originally was packaged, but I do like the way it's packaged now because I like sticks of gum. I don't like pieces of gum. Pieces of gum tend to just dry out really quickly. This could get loud, so I might turn down. Okay, so gum out of package, and the aroma is incredible. It is just that old gum scent that almost reminds me a bit of Juicy Fruit. Sorry, not Juicy Fruit, that is what it is. It reminds me a bit of Hubba Bubba, which, if I can find a good amount of the original, I will do a review of Hubba Bubba, because it would also be in my top 5. After I finish this, I'll probably outlay what more my top 5 actually is. But know that Juicy Fruit, this stick of gum, this incredible piece, is part of the top 5. It is the OG, it is the original Wrigley's gum. So with this new mic, you can really hear all the chewing, so you get more in depth. You can more understand what I'm actually going through as I'm eating this gum, as I understand it. So it's nice. It lets you get more in person. I have no idea what to really describe this flavor of gum as other than original gum taste. If you grew up and ate Hubba Bubba or something like that, this is a taste exactly like that, and it just has that old school original gum that came with a comic book. Sorry, not a comic book, but a comic strip on the inside. That is just what this reminds me of, and it brings back good memories. So that's the reason to get a pack like this, because I have a feeling this won't freshen your breath at all. It tastes incredibly sugary, and sugar is the first ingredient. And this not only has sugar, it also has aspartame, which things like 5 and most modern gums only have aspartame and no sugar. So this will rot your teeth. So dentists probably love it. It gets them lots of business. But hey, if you're looking for something that seems classical, get it. But I'll go in a little bit about what my top 5 is, and then I'll kind of wrap up this video with a little bonus. But my top 5 gum, I mentioned it in a previous video. I think it was the Ascent Photon review. I did a 5 gum, but that Ascent I would probably put as my favorite gum of all time. Then it would probably be Juicy Fruit or Hubba Bubba, because for me they taste extremely similar. But then you're probably looking at something like Rain, which I find actually is breath freshening, so that is a nice aspect to the gum, is that is something that gum is supposed to do, is actually freshen your breath, so that if you need to, you can have fresh breath, which you always should have. But I would say that's probably my top 3. Next to, it's kind of up for debate. I like RPM, the new black one. I think the old one was also black, but the new fruit one, I find it to be a really well flavored gum. And then probably it would, I don't even know what the 5th one would be. maybe beta, because beta has a great taste, but the only issue I found with it is that if you chew it for a long amount of time, which I used to do in class and stuff like that, that the flavor and the texture of the gum would just decompose and it wouldn't taste or feel good in the mouth. So there kind of was a time limit to how long you should be eating beta. But I haven't gone back to it for a while. They might have fixed that in a later batch, but that was the one thing I found about 5. So that's basically been it. But a little thing before I wrap it up is, so before we wrap it up, we have this little miniature juicy fruit. It's a 49-cent pack. The regular is 15 sticks. This is significantly smaller, as hopefully that'll focus. So a significantly smaller pack, but it comes, I'm not actually sure how many pieces are in here, but if we open this up, it appears that 5. So you still get the same stick gum, which I like, because something like 5, they made a portable version, which was their little round cup, but they switched it to pellet gum, and I personally found it to be terrible. So 5 regular Rain is in my top 5, but 5 pellet Rain is one of the worst gums I've ever eaten, other than like the 10-cent gum I've eaten around the world. But so you get the regular sticks again. I'm not going to have a piece again because I just ate one, but it would have the exact same taste as the big pack. So if you need something for your purse or for your car, if you don't want to have to travel around with a normal sized pack of gum for whatever reason, even though gum isn't really that big a package, but they have little packages that you can rip it off like that, just get rid of that, and you got a nice little portable gum that really it's only a one-way, but there you go. You got a little portable gummy that you can, oh my goodness, this focus is really strange. I'm sorry guys, that's not focusing, but yeah, that's been about it for this video. I mentioned at the very beginning I'm starting a new video series, and it's actually a total new take on videos for me. I've always been interested in a bit more actual serious world topics, things like that. So the new video series I'm going to be doing, it's a channel called Glory and Gore. I'll link it in the description of this video, so if you want to go over. Currently there's nothing on the channel, but there is a description, and we will be getting that started, me and another guy, very shortly. And stay tuned to both this channel and that one for upcoming content, and things should be getting interesting. So, as always, have a nice day.